We have a view of the roller coaster, which I think is exciting. Welcome back to the Midlife Ride. We are here at New York, New York, and we have done something we've never done before. We ordered a standard comp room. This is an MLife property, so I received an email that they were running a special up to 3 comp nights with a $50 food and beverage credit and $20 in free play. So what that winds up being is about $41, $42 in resort fees and taxes, but then you get the $50 and the $20. So I thought it's a really good deal. We will show you what you'll get for a comp room. No upgrade, just their standard comp. It's the Park Avenue King in the New Yorker Tower. We are on the 16th floor. You can see behind me that we have a view of the roller coaster, which I think is exciting because I've never seen it this up close and personal, and I have no idea if it will go off while we're here. But I did want to mention also that I believe you could get this comp no matter what tier level you are in MLife. Before this trip, we were Sapphire, which I think is their very basic one. And that's when I booked the room. Now, when I went to the MLife today, she said that we had actually moved up to Pearl, but I don't think that was the case when I booked the room. So I believe these offers are good for any MLife Rewards member. Another thing that we have never done before, aside from getting the comp room, was use the mobile check-in process. And I was able to check in right from my phone, which was so convenient that we didn't have to call the front desk and find out if they had a room available. Now, our room was not available when I originally checked in, but they update the website when your room is available and they issue digital keys. So instead of having to go then to the front desk and get your keys, you can just use your phone, which I did, and it was very easy. We also had to use the phone digital key to select our floor on the elevator. So keep that in mind. You'll want to have your digital key handy when you do enter the elevators to get to your floor. The other thing I will tell you was that with that deal, we did have to make our way over to the MLife Rewards counter so that they could process the rewards that we were due. When you get the food and beverage credit, you are actually able to charge to your room from any MLife property on the strip. So you don't have to necessarily eat at the location that you are staying. You can use that anywhere that MLife has a property. But you do need to go to the MLife Rewards desk so that they can load your free play onto your card.
New York, New York is an older property, so we were just kind of curious to see what it looked like. As you first walk in through the door, obviously, you have the bathroom. I am kind of impressed with the space in the bathroom. Like, it could be a lot smaller, but it is all one piece. There's only one sink. However, you do have like the lit magnification mirror if you need that, the built-in dryer, pretty big mirror.
Nice counter space also.
Yeah, lots of counter space.
Yeah.
And then, but you can definitely tell this is an older property because of how short the shower head is. But like a glass tub, you probably, if you have trouble getting into and out of the tub, this might not be the hotel room for you because you do have to step up and over into the tub. But I mean, it is nice and clean and appears to be pretty nice. And then you walk back out, you do have a full-length mirror here if you need to check yourself out before you go out. A luggage rack right there on the floor. And then, like we've mentioned, this is the king bed and nightstands to either side. One of the nice things with this being an older property, though, is that we have noticed a couple of USB plugs on the lamp, which you don't always get in these hotel rooms. And there are two to either side, but if you are traveling with a lot of chargers, As always, it's a good idea to bring your adapters with you. And then across from the bed, you have this huge bureau with a TV, and assuming those are closets.
Oh, the safe, okay.
That's mostly your safe. I don't really think you're going to be hanging anything up on that rack. But
You
you
could
can probably
store your
store some
luggage.
stuff. Yeah, you could probably put a suitcase in there. And then 3 drawers, which...
And nice and deep, very deep.
Yeah, very big drawers. And then on this other side, okay, so you have the iron and
Oh my goodness.
ironing board and a few hangers, but some nice hanging space. So I would say, the storage in here for your clothing is,
Adequate,
I think,
yes.
yeah, reasonable for sure. And then we also got this welcome pouch, which
Has some
Has
gel,
some masks.
gel hand sanitizer. Fancy. And I do really appreciate that the masks, even though they're just the plain blue paper, are individually wrapped, so you can just put them in your bag and take them with you. That is wonderful.
and that case is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah. And then for the view, this is certainly not the worst view we've had in Vegas. So you do have a view of the roller coaster. Not sure if it's operating just yet. This is a Tuesday, like mid-morning at almost 11 o'clock. So it may not be running, but we are directly across from, let's see what we can see. We can see Oyo, we can see the airport. There's a Southwest plane landing right now. And then right across the way is MGM Grand. And you can kind of see the strip down there. So not a horrible view at all. With this being a basic room, however, you do have a good chunk of wall there to look at too. But at least you do have a little bit of a view. But if you were staying here, let's say you're coming into town to watch a Vegas Golden Knights game, New York is a great place to stay just because of where it's located in regard to T-Mobile. But yeah, I mean, if you're coming to Vegas on a budget, I think this is a perfectly good room. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, and just keep in mind, if you are staying, longer, and you are on a budget and you're trying to get as many comp rooms as possible, this type of deal, you're really not paying anything, I mean, what you're paying in the resort fee and the taxes, you're getting back with food, and we know you have to eat, so you're going to be paying for food either way. And whether you're gambling or not, the $20 free play is nice. It just adds to your experience. But I do know that if you are looking to supplement your trip with a comp room or to stay the entire week on comps, I think you have to have 72 hours in between deals. So keep that in mind. If you want to stay and you get 3 comp rooms at M Life, you might have to go to a Caesars property, get a couple nights for free if they're offering something, and then come back to an M Life property 72 hours later.
But if you're not really planning on spending very much time in the room anyway, this is a really good deal, I think. So definitely put this into your consideration if you are looking at places like New York, maybe MGM Grand, maybe some of the other properties nearby, especially Luxor, I think is usually compared to New York. This feels like a good deal to us. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that little notification bell so that you know every time we release a new video. And we will see you on the next episode of the Midlife Ride.